Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I gotta start with this: native stablecoin development progress. So Ripple became the talk of the town earlier this year when announcing that it will introduce a stablecoin pegged to the US dollar. Brad Garlinghouse argued that the product could serve as a bridge between the cryptocurrency industry and traditional finance. RLUSD is going to open up a lot of doors at banks. Later, a lot of those banks will also utilize XRP as well. RLUSD is not the XRP killer. They are going to complement each other. So according to on-chain data from XRP Scan, Ripple minted 185 RLUSD during private beta testing earlier this week. The transaction fee of the effort was, well, way less than 1 XRP. But I want to see how much traction RLUSD gets out of the gate. I think it's going to get very big very quick. This comes from Rahul Advani. Ripple lists their license and locations and how they implement RLUSD in a regulated manner. This is important because it shows you why those Ripple money transfer license here in the United States were so important all along.
So the U.S. Regulatory environment is interesting right now, to say the least. But as it stands today, yes. So there is a draft, that's in place. But right now, regulation is at the state level. Right?
Yeah, state level, yeah.
So Ripple has about 40 money transfer licenses in the U.S. At the state level, across the various states. We also have a BIT license in New York. We also have a trust license through Standard Custody, who we just acquired out of New York as well. At the same time, we're regulated in Singapore. We have a major payments institution license in Singapore from the Monetary Authority of Singapore. We're also regulated in Ireland by the Central Bank of Ireland. We're on the VASP registry. So we're looking at, the universe of, regulators out there and which would be the appropriate fit for us. But the intent is to be a regulated stablecoin.
Okay.
It looks like Ripple is about to take over Tether, because there's no way Tether could ever be at that level of compliance. And it shows you why those money transmitter licenses were so important from day one. Russia plans to link the Chinese yuan for new stablecoins. So it looks like Russia is now pushing towards stablecoins as well. Russia has unveiled plans to launch 2 state-linked cryptocurrency exchanges to integrate digital payments for trade settlements. The U.S. sanctions have made Russia find alternative payment methods to keep its economy afloat. The 2 cryptocurrency exchanges will operate in 2 different cities, one in Moscow and one in St. Petersburg. In addition, BRICS member Russia also plans to launch a new stablecoin that will be linked with the Chinese yuan. Like I said, they are fast tracking inside of BRICS. And as they continue to fast track, the US is going to have to play catch up. The future of cross-border transactions: BRICS pay nations Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa are revolutionizing global finance with BRICS Pay, a groundbreaking digital payment system. We also know mBridge is tied in there as well. But I cannot wait until it looks like this. You could see how XRP would be inside of a massive liquidity pool where China could send money to Brazil with XRP in the middle. China can move money to Russia with XRP in the middle. And you see how it all makes sense going forward. Because RippleNet technology is the best technology out there right now. It's even better than Swift. Ripple is going for interoperability through XRP. They plan on penetrating the Indian market and Reserve Bank of India by capitalizing on Bhutan's CBDC because it's backed with Indian reserves. Ripple will take over India and power their CBDC. And what is India? One of the BRICS countries. You see all the rails already put in place all around the world. The Finternet, better known as the Internet of Value, will be composed of private and public chains that are interoperable. I've talked about the Finternet multiple times in the past, and it's coming from the BIS, and we know Ripple is also going to be involved here as well. But take a listen to how simple this actually is.
Yes, I think in the public side, right, in public chain side, there's a lot of innovation, a lot of dynamics that's happening there. I mean, to use an analogy, today everybody uses internet for internet banking, internet financial services and things. Nobody has got their own proprietary internet, walled internet to say, okay, this is my private internet that you can only use with my internet banking facilities. No, exactly. Everybody uses the public internet, and then you build the permission, you build the security on top of the public internet in order to carry out what you want to deliver to your client. From a client's perspective, right, I only need to understand the public internet and then your application. I don't need to be onboarded 3 times into 3 different proprietary internets. So I think, ultimately, that's where interoperability, private as well as the public, all each has got to play a role.
In other words, what he's saying with the Finternet, people don't even need to understand it. They just need to know how to use the basic internet or the basic Finternet. The rest will all be done in the background. And that's how you achieve mass adoption. People don't want complicated. They want everything to be easy. When something's easy, everyone will want to use it. Breaking: one of Turkey's leading banks, Garanti BBVA, included XRP in its application. XRP investors received good news. Garanti BBVA expanded its list of supported cryptocurrencies by adding XRP to its crypto application. With this move, XRP trading can now be safely conducted directly through BBVA crypto application. And it's one of Turkey's leading banks. But they're all pushing ahead. Outside the United States, banks are getting involved with crypto. They want to be able to make payments easier, faster, cheaper. Here in the US, we have a government that's trying to continue with the current banking system. They don't want to lose the big banks because they're all getting rich off the big banks in Washington. However, because the rest of the world, like I keep telling you, is pushing in this direction, the US will fall behind. UNICEF is a large part of the UN when it comes to giving back. UNICEF is part of the Digital Public Good Alliance. Who else is a major player in this alliance? Moduloop. What technology does Moduloop use? Ripples. So this shows you Sustainable Development Goals agenda. Rockefeller's Foundation is in the mix as well. UNICEF is also very big. And you take notice what's going on throughout the world. All these organizations that are also there in time of need, like if a crisis happens, things like that, you see it going on with Stellar, you see it going on with Ripple. It's all about leveling the playing field, and if there ever is a crisis, they want to have money there in a matter of seconds. They don't want it to take days anymore, because the world is changing very fast. And now everybody has a part in the new financial system. I'm telling you, once this entire system is built out, they will flip the switch. Technology trends. So you see AI and digital assets. The convergence of AI blockchain technologies is one of the most exciting developments in the tech world. Both technologies fundamentally deal with data, but in different ways. Blockchain is a means of storing data, and AI as a tool for extracting value from data. The fourth and fifth industrial revolution coming together. Plus, quantum resistant blockchain. In 2024, quantum-resistant cryptography stands as a wildcard trend in blockchain technology. Soon we're going to be watching anyone that isn't quantum resistant, they're going to start pushing towards quantum resistant as well. But we're watching everything come together perfectly for the rise of a new financial system at the same time. You know, the digital age is not slowing down. If anything, it's speeding up because certain countries are pushing very fast while other countries continue to lag behind. Prepare for an era of shock events. World Economic Forum's Klaus Schwab warns. Here's what I don't understand with the World Economic Forum. They talk about how they're penetrating all the cabinets of the world. They talk about how they're going to have shocking events leading up to the 2024 election. How come nobody does anything about this evil entity? Because what's going on is you have all these leaders throughout the world that are all on board with the Great Reset at the same time. So of course they're not going to do anything to stop this because it's part of their agenda. So these are the three major shock events that the World Economic Forum plans to orchestrate. A new global extremist group emerges. The world will be distracted with multiple major wars and leadership in decline, providing the globalist cabal with an opportunity to install a new extremist group. And that's what's going on. We see the wars breaking out here and there already. A cyber pandemic that is intentional. The forum believes this group will implement AI in its new phase of terrorism. The massive global IT outage in July 2024 led to $5.4 billion in damages. Was that a test? The forum warns that we should expect a grander scale of cyber attacks that will attack banks, hospitals, and retailers and lead to a hole in worldwide services. Why is no one fighting back against this? Climate change claims its first island nation in the post-pandemic era. Last but not least, the forum believes an island nation will soon be lost to climate change. The COP28 plan to phase out fossil fuels may take decades, and it's unclear if world leaders will follow through, the cabal notes. They are willing to orchestrate an event that will lead to mass death and destruction. So they're telling you they're planning for some sort of climate attack at the same time. But you ever take notice, nobody fights back against this. And this is something that it's treason for a lot of these countries. But like I said, our leaders were already part of this plan a long time ago. And that's how I know we are pushing into the Great Reset. It's not hard to see. You take a look around and you see all the chaos in all of our streets, all the violence. And that is orchestrated violence at the same time. Same thing with the open borders. That all will lead to a digital ID. Plus, at the same time, we're going to see the rise of CBDCs in other countries, central bank digital currencies. And here in the United States, we are going to have a CBDC. I don't care what Trump says. I don't care what the government wants to tell you. We have no choice but to have a central bank digital currency. We have to have the ability to keep up with the rest of the world. The digital age is here. It's already happening. The U.S. has to get on track with that. Because if not, we're going to continue to fall into hyperinflation. We're going to start to see a new world's reserve currency replace the US dollar. The only thing that could really fix the US dollar if you wanted to keep it in its current form is XRP. Because XRP can move the US dollar around. It moves fiat just as fast as it will move digital money. It can move US dollars to another country in a matter of seconds. That could easily strengthen the US dollar. But I think we have to get greed out of the way, and we need to have crypto regulations put in place first. And I still think whoever becomes the president should push for a digital Bill of Rights as well, ahead of a CBDC. But no matter how it plays out, we are all going to get very rich if we continue to hold on to our XRP. And you could see it coming now. A new financial system is building out in real time right now. All you got to do is stay patient and stay positive so we can get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.